Hey y'all, welcome to Ziggurat Gaming. My name is Zenon, and I'm joined here with Mike.
How's it going, everybody?
And Pablo.
Pob's in the house.
John had some scheduling conflicts. That's pretty standard.
Yes, it is.
I wrote insert joke here, so you guys can come up with your own joke this week. But thank you again, Pablo, for coming back on the podcast. I genuinely appreciate it. Always good to have you on here.
My pleasure.
So, here at Ziggurat Gaming, every week we alternate between taking a look at news in the video game world and taking an in-depth critique at a game of our choosing, modern or retro. This week happens to be our catch-up news week because we haven't quite gotten through Hollow Knight yet. I'm just a few bosses into it. I know Mike is, and Pablo, I know you played it a couple months ago.
I beat it like a few months over the winter, maybe. Yeah.
Nice. Game is hard to figure out where you're going, so while I figure out new zones, I am still stuck.
Perfect. Yeah, and we'll touch on that next week a little bit more in depth. But as of right now, it's our news week, so pretty slow, honestly, except for the big news today, which we'll touch on last, I believe. But just going online, we got a couple of game releases. SteamWorld Quest: Hand of Gilgamesh. I don't know if you guys have played any of the SteamWorld games.
I have not.
I played one of them, the one that was kind of like XCOM-y for like a few minutes, but I never got into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I played that SteamWorld Heist.
Yeah.
Love it. Love all those games. Like, they're very different. You have SteamWorld Dig, which is Dig Dug, oddly enough, and they made the sequel to that somehow. So somebody bought it, other than me. That one, SteamWorld Heist, which is the XCOM, and this is SteamWorld Quest, and it's an RPG, even though the other ones have RPG, like light upgrade mechanics. But it's Slay the Spire-esque card game, which is you get your cards, you build your deck, and you go through. It's not quite roguelike, but pretty excited to go through this. Just going to wait a couple weeks until maybe there's a sale or something.
Roguelike. Let's leave it at that.
Yes, roguelike. Yes.
I like that.
I roguelike like that.
Yeesh. Other new releases, we got, I guess speaking of medieval, or this is robot themed, but not robot themed games, we have a chivalry-esque battle royale, the medieval battle royale we were all looking for. It's called Mordhau.
I think that's how you pronounce it?
Sure, thank you. I was hoping for a correction on that, but I'm just going to roll with it.
I really
Oh my god, can you believe he pronounced it like that?
Oh, no.
What a bumbling fool.
Super offensive in some language. It's Old English, so, it's fine. No, I don't know much about this. I know that the game has been swamped, and it's a couple days out. It's another Battle Royale. I don't want to be dismissive of it, but
I know they're not your thing.
Maybe
they are not your thing. I understand.
So we'll see how that shakes out, and if any of us play it, we can definitely talk about it later. But I think the biggest release would have been Mortal Kombat 11, which has had a interesting launch since it came out last Tuesday.
Yes.
Have any of you?
From what I've heard, less than stellar.
I've heard nothing but good things, personally. And by good things, I mean more things to talk about on the podcast.
Great. Perfect. Topics. I'll go with a few that I know. Just outright that the game is like fantastic. Like playing the game is great. It plays well, controls well. Like one of the best Mortal Kombat's like since 9, because apparently 10 was okay. Oh, sorry, X, because they refused to call it 10. Really solid gameplay. Fun, goofy Hollywood. Cutscenes, action, time travel, all that fun stuff. Like a really cool story. But that's not what really most people are talking about.
No, because people like they're complaining.
Yes, and I think I'm going to agree with them just because I hate microtransactions and I hate shitty tactics. Like, initially, I'll just go through chain of events. Game unlocked, you have the story mode, you have the basic mode, you have the tower mode, which has the crypt in there, and there are loot chests, for lack of a better term, that basically someone did the math out. It would take $6,444 if you wanted to buy them all. Basically, get all the items in the crypt. Turned out to be, while accurate, not like possible, because apparently the chests are not all purchasable, and you can only buy certain currencies with it. And there's like 4 different currencies in the game.
Why?
You need more. You need crypt coins. You need. I don't even know the other ones, but
I just want to clarify that coins is spelled with a K right there.
Of course, yeah. Sorry, crypt coins. Sorry, I'll emphasize the K. Everyone was complaining about that. The PC, as apparently is standard for fighting games, had a pretty shitty launch on PC.
Which honestly, thank God, we need less PC games.
Yeah, right. Fuck them. You know.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
People couldn't get into the matches. Couldn't get into just basically weird frame rate dips where it'd be locked at 30 and then jump up to 60. And if you know anything about PC gamers, they just want 60 frames. They don't care what the fuck it is, 60 or more.
Yes.
And like I'm in their camp for sure. But it's just weird design decisions. They even removed PC from their Twitter, and the word PC was banned in their like the letters PC were banned in their Twitch fucking stream.
What kind of Nazi streams they running at this place,
I fucking
man?
have no idea.
I love it.
Like
You have no speech powers here.
and like now it's back and it's on there and it's cool, I guess. Like they removed it like Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox, and they fucking took out PC on there, and like I don't know. But the main thing that people are pissed about was the crypt thing. They did a Twitch stream, which is why when people found out, they banned the word letters PC. So people were just spamming, when are you going to fix the personal computer release on the Steam distribution platform? And stuff like that.
Gotta love the gaming community.
I know. They'll find ways around anything. But yeah, it was weird because the whole time during the game, they had their dev updates, so they're cool little NetherRealm, like, hey, behind the dev studio stream. It's like, hey, you have a bunch of unlocks, we have the crypt. They didn't go over how things were unlocked, which apparently was, there's like 600 chests total in the crypt, and all the loot box, sorry, not loot boxes. Ed Boon was quick to clarify that they're crypt boxes, or loot. Yep, of course not. But they're basically, they all contain the same item. So pretty much the loot chest you get is random. Crypt crates, I think is what they're called. What the fuck is this? There's basically 1 in 600 or whatever it is, chance of getting this item. So you'd get these 4 items in this chest. What you would get is random though. So you might not get the fatality that you want, or the costume you want, or the head you want, like the building.
So they're all just cosmetics for character customization, right? That's what I'm picking up.
Yes, I think there were some fatalities in there, if not mistaken, but I'm not know enough to say that with confidence.
Yeah. Are dupes possible in them?
I don't think so. No, but that's what they said during the Twitch stream, because I watched. It was like 15 minutes, and I was mainly watching the chat, like be ding dongs. But
yeah,
they're basically, the shitty thing was they didn't even mention this at all during their any of their development behind the stuff. They didn't mention how you acquire it and stuff. So it just kind of, people were pissed. I feel like rightfully so. They kind of pulled the wool out from under, the rug out from under them.
Yeah.
They just weren't expecting it. They've since fixed it, so it's kind of it is a story, and I think it's a good, hey, good job speaking up to this bullshit. It had a real EA, Battlefront sense of pride and accomplishment to it initially.
Mm-hmm. Also, props for a quick response on their end too.
Yes,
everyone clearly hates this. Let's just fucking get rid of the bad PR.
Yeah, I like it. I like it when a developer is willing to stand behind a product and actually fix what needs to be fixed.
And also censor the word PC.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in this PC climate, who knows? They did that. They since updated the patch, and they released it on PS4. I think it's, as of a couple hours ago, out on Xbox and Switch as well, and PC. Basically, they added a shit ton of currency, 500,000 of one currency, and they've increased the rewards for completing certain things in the tower, and they've nerfed some of the fucked up, unavoidable rockets, which apparently is a thing, in the tower. Which doesn't sound fun to me, and what I heard about the game was that they had consumables, which remind me of Mass Effect 3.
That's weird for a fighting game, but okay.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's whatever. I'm sure it's fun and fine. Again, this is me just reading news stories about the week.
I've not kept up much at all with Mortal Kombat, so not something I'm super interested in. Just
an interesting story. The only downside of that is now we're getting people talking about the crunch time on the studio with 80 to 100-hour work weeks.
Again, I'm gonna specify crunch spelled with a K on this one.
Yeah, yes, of course. It has to be on brand. Crunch time. Oddly enough, they could not eat crunch bars.
Are you
banned?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they kind of resorted to their, well, we're not putting a gun to their head defense, which is immediately shitty.
That's got to be the weakest.
Well, you weren't threatening to kill me.
Shit. Yeah, that's got to be the weakest eat shit argument I've ever heard from anyone.
And it's that always. And like I said this before, I did that whole 80-hour weeks, the 60, 70, 80-hour weeks during a store open.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to do it to get the store open. You got to do it by this time because you have a limited time until the store is open. But like, you do look down on the people who leave after like 40 hours, 45 hours. Like, fuck these guys. And it's shitty. It's a shitty mentality and a shitty
For sure.
mindset to be in.
Yes, it
Especially
is.
like as one in management. I wouldn't do that to my employees, but like my peers, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Get back here.
Yeah, we went over this in our Anthem Crunch Time podcast too. It's just, this is a shitty system. I don't think it has a place in modern game development anymore, but...
No. And speaking of not having a place in modern games, Anthem.
That retro game.
Yeah.
That retro game from 2 months ago.
Yeah, what? Oh, Anthem. Sorry, I don't know if I pronounced it right, but it's just been so long. They're a live service as they are. Their quote unquote roadmap, which is their destiny. Like, all right, this is what we're doing every couple months. This is our content feature. Has been put on hold indefinitely until quote bugs are fixed and their loot system is put in play, like figured out, like how they're gonna fix it, basically.
Also known as things that should have been figured out like 2 or 3 months before launch.
Yeah, or a long time ago before launch.
Yes.
I mean, I guess it's like devil's avocado here. I guess it's fine. They didn't have a great loot.
I don't like avocados.
God, I fucking hate you. Anyways, I guess it's fine. Like, they didn't have a perfect loot system, but like from my understanding, their like unwillingness to work on it or like be open about the communication about what they're doing or why they're planning on changing things or why they're keeping things. That's kind of what's been bugging me.
That's exactly it. They're being shitty to their player base. They actually had a player base for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I know. I've heard the player rate dipped a ton as well, and like, I don't know. Like, even Destiny with their shitty, Bungie with their shitty stuff. Like, oh, their time to kill, we think it should take 3.4 seconds or 1.8, whatever it is. Like for PvE, which I don't like. The PvE like time to kill. Like, oh, we have to nerf this because people are killing this too quickly. That kind of eliminates the sense of power.
Yeah.
This, I'm like,
Yes, it does.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Am I not supposed to have this loot? Like, what's the deal? Like, it's a loot game, and I feel like the players want loot and fun, engaging loot, but
Give me my sweet armor set. That's all I want.
yeah, fuck, let me paint it colors.
Yes. Like,
Yeah,
I want this to be
don't know.
Warcraft. I want my tune to look exactly how I want it to be. No matter how ridiculous it is, I want it.
Everything unmatching, always.
Yes.
I need the bright neons and dark, dull browns. Give them to me.
Are there neon browns?
Shit. Oh my god, hold on.
We have to look into that, but I've been told it's just orange.
Yeah.
Sources confirm. Just orange.
And kind of on the subject of loot games, Borderlands 3, they showcase some of their Twitch integration features.
The
Which,
king of the looter shooters.
yeah, they have a kind of, looks like they have kind of a loot score, like Destiny. That wasn't necessarily the showcase of it. It was their whole Twitch integration, which apparently is supposed to mirror Hearthstone's, which is apparently very good. I'm not one of those cool streamers, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
but
I really am just kind of not giving a shit about like stream integration because I don't really watch streamers and a whole lot, and I don't stream, so it's
Pablo, that's how you give your game more legs. Have the streamers play it.
I know, but I don't know. It's just not something I care about, and I really hope it's not like too forced
It's
on the
good
game.
publicity for them, though.
Yeah, I know, and I get it, but I just really hope it's not like forced on the game, and like you feel like you're missing out if you're not watching streams or if you're not streaming.
Oh, that's actually a good point. I wonder if they'll do like, watch this sponsored I was gonna say Blizzard. Fucking. But oh my god!
Gearbox?
Watch this sponsored Gearbox stream, and you'll get 10% increased loot.
Or like you'll get the super rare gun you can only get once, and like I don't want.
I doubt
that.
they would give away a gun because it's a little bit game breaking if it's good.
Well, also, there's what they say, like over 14 billion guns or something ridiculous.
I don't know how many of those is copy pasted with like 2 numbers different.
I know, right? I would say just give me like an experience boost or something. Just like a little.
Yeah, I don't
Here,
even
just
want
take
that.
this.
Honestly.
I guess.
I don't know.
Zenon, it's a number that you can get bigger.
All right, hold on, I'm back in. Do I need to sign up? How do I? Give me that OBS.
You have to sign your life away and make sure that you give them your Twitch Prime sponsor sub.
How big do
every
the numbers
single month.
get? How big
The numbers can
do
get
the
pretty
numbers?
big.
Okay, then I'm in. Whew. Sorry, Pablo. Fuck your opinion.
Glad we cleared that up.
Oh boy. So I'm going to switch gears.
Gearboxes.
On weird updates and weird systems, and speaking of gearboxes and boxes that have gears in them, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
Let's
Save that segue. Thank God. There was an update a couple of days ago, actually, at this point, but basically the 8.0 firmware, they're clocking these things out, by the way. They're going quick. They allowed an overclock CPU mode, which, so a couple things about it. You have to update the console in order to do it, obviously, but your game also has to update as well. And so far, there are 3 games, I think, take care of the third one. That was probably a VR thing. Sorry, Nintendo, with your Labo VR. But Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, during the load times, they basically boost up to, it's like 1.75 gigahertz, which is very significant, considering that's, or is it 1.5? Whatever. Either way, very significant considering that it stays the standard clock rate for the Switch, the processor, not the graphics card, is 1 gigahertz. Yeah. So
it's a pretty chunky increase.
It is. It basically saves about 30% on load times through testing. Like 31 second will be about 21, 22. 10 second will be 7 second load time. So it's not insignificant.
Yeah,
but
it's pretty
gamers
dope.
Gamers want that to be faster, and this is getting there. So
yeah, and there's some dude that modifies his Switch, and he's able to play Doom on handheld mode at a solid 30 frames per second at 720p, which doesn't sound impressive to like PC players, but that's a handheld
that's
console.
impressive for a handheld, yeah.
Like, especially for what, $200? How much is that thing?
$200.
$200. Like, that's really good for a very good, very quick game.
Yeah.
And that's with the manual overclock that we'll never see.
I know, right?
But that might be. There were rumors earlier in the year about the Switch updates, how there's going to be a Switch 2.0, hardware revision, stuff like that. So maybe that's what people were thinking it was going to be. Like this might be, actually, we're just going to overclock it.
Yeah, I think this gives it a good stepping stone, too, for that rumored Pro that people are expecting to come out sometime next year. They will be able to boost that thing a lot. So
yeah, I just don't... I'm curious if it'll do the whole, well, you can buy this game. Yeah, I wonder if it'll do the PS4 Pro thing where it's like, I don't really need the PS4 Pro, so I'm not going to buy this.
Yeah.
I would like the solid frames or the better graphical boost, but
it's not worth the investment.
Honestly, PS5 has been announced.
Yes, so like,
it's like, do I need it now?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I didn't even need it back when they announced PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just an interesting little weird update. I mean, I'm sure they do this on the back end for other consoles, but they don't really announce it, or time has passed where you kind of have to announce it, or else it'll just get put out there anyway.
Yeah.
But just a weird update to their kind of their system.
Well, I'm kind of happy they're at least working to improve it. Because load times with the Switch are kind of a pain to patootie, so it's kind of nice.
They can be. So,
and it's also nice thinking like they're not just working on the rumored Switch Pro. Like they're still kind of beefing up the current one we got, kind of fine tuning it. So that's just a nice, comforting thought.
Yeah, that is true. They're continually working on it. So
yeah,
that system you bought is still worth playing, still worth buying.
Yes, it is.
Smash Brothers is still on it, so keep going.
Yes, Smash Brothers is on it, and that will keep people there.
Yeah,
especially with Melee being banned.
Yeah. Oh, anyway. But you know what isn't on the Nintendo Switch? The video game called A Dark Room.
Oh my god.
That game, I looked it up and I was like, dude, this seems super familiar. It was I guess a game that released a couple years ago, but it's basically like a text adventure game, like a classic one that the only way I knew it is because it got ported to the mobile platforms. Like it was on Apple like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't know that. I was like, dude, this looks like the same thing. I never played it because I like the idea of those games, just like I like the idea of a lot of
Just
games.
I can't read.
never end up finishing them. Yeah, just like to read.
Yeah.
I like the idea of reading, but who has the time?
Honestly, letters. Come on.
What do they even mean? But they pulled it partially because on the weird text-based adventure, apparently you can do some basic coding with it.
Yeah. It runs the Ruby coding,
Yeah, Ruby.
if I
Yes.
remember correctly.
Correct. Yeah, and with that you could do basic programming. I guess the developers like who put it in them was like downplaying it when you could actually just kind of do what you want. And Nintendo
Nintendo
kind of-
fucking hates that.
Yeah,
You do what we want.
He downplayed it as, oh, you can just draw some basic pictures and like letters here and there.
But apparently you can actually like do some actual coding and like with the game and like do whatever you can do. It'll take fuck long, a decent amount of time, and it won't be that quick because of the processing speed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Just
Nintendo kind
what-
of doesn't want that.
no, they don't. Whatever his intentions were, I read them over, and he said it was he wanted people to grab that spark that they lost as kids and find coding as enjoyable as he did when he was younger.
What sounds like
And
bullshit to
I-
me, but I mean, whatever.
But honestly, I get that, but don't put it into a game that's licensed by a company that basically owns your life.
Yeah, I do like the idea of that.
Yeah.
For sure. Like it's cool. Give me some sweet Easter eggs.
Yeah.
But like, I'd rather have it be. Did any of you folks play Fez?
No.
No.
Okay, cool. It's gonna be a really relatable story.
Cool. I'll pretend to have played it for the sake of this conversation.
Awesome. Fez came out, and
I remember.
it's basic. Like your 2D to 3D. Like it was a flat game, and you would change your perspective, and shit would happen.
Yeah.
Um,
I recall from
what
the
they
time I
didn't tell
played
you. Yeah, right. That one time. What they didn't tell you was that it had a full like alphabet that you could learn and decipher, and it was so clever and so creative, and I love that experience. Like, it's so cool, and it's neat the way it telegraphs it to you, and you're like, oh, these symbols actually have meaning, and there's a whole nother like mini type game underneath this, but there's a shit ton of puzzles other than the surface like visual puzzles that you would have to do. It was like that was one of the first games that I remember like, oh fuck, I gotta get my notepad and write this down and figure out what to do here, and like super cool experience. I'd rather have one of those than just a fucking like blank canvas.
Yeah.
But you do what I guess you do what you know. But
Yeah, but my thing is when you have a company that you've sold this product to, you don't just put stuff into it like that.
Yeah, you don't want to
tell anybody.
Yeah. You don't want to sneak under the
Yeah.
radar like that. Seems kind of
Be like,
malicious.
hey, by the way, you can code into this game. We're not telling no one. Don't tell no one when you find this.
Yeah.
it would be neat if there was like, yeah, I don't know how you would put that. Like maybe on the ESRB saying basic coding functions that you can draw a 3D dick or whatever you like.
Hold on.
A lined dick. Like
Not out.
Somebody
not
would have
allowed.
to know, and they would have to approve it. And that's
Yeah.
where he ran into this issue.
I'm curious if he would have just said, hey, by the way, this is a text-based adventure game, and if you plug in a keyboard, you can do some cool basic programming with this, and like you can edit not the game files, but the game within it. Like you can,
Yeah.
it's a gimped version of Ruby. Like that would have been cool, but that also,
Yeah,
cool idea. Don't know about that.
yeah, kind
Yeah,
of
just-
shady. And I don't understand a whole lot about programming. I'm not a computer boy, but
Oh, I gotta edit that from your title. Sorry.
wait, no.
That was on your
Computer
resume.
child. Computer baby.
Computer fetus. But yeah, like I don't know a whole lot, and I don't know if it could be used for some malicious intent, like having
I
it
think that's
there.
the fear.
And like I totally understand Nintendo just not wanting even the possibility of that. And I'd be surprised if like they work with that developer, that company again. It's like, well,
Yeah.
we don't want them sneaking shit into our games. Let's not bother.
See, and and that is the fear. Is from the article that I read, you actually had the ability to make small apps within this.
Yeah,
so, which again
that
sounds
seems
dope,
like it would be an issue.
Yeah, I totally understand why Nintendo doesn't want to do that.
Yeah,
it's a security issue.
Yeah, I'm for it. Fuck the man, bring down the system,
of course.
But
yeah,
for sure, I totally get where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Also this week, Valve announced their Index VR headset. Basically, the whole package will cost you $1,000. It's the entire kit.
Excuse me, $999.
Sorry, you're right. Got to get that sub 1,000 price point.
Yes, make it look nice.
2 base stations. Yeah, right. So it's 3 numbers is a lot less to fit on the box than 4.
Honestly,
exactly.
Because it's 2 base stations, 2 controllers, and a headset. Looks like everything's pretty much improved. There were rumors that this was going to be like. They announced it when they were doing their own thing a couple months ago, like back in January.
Yeah.
That this was going to be like, this could be the super powerful one. People were hoping that this was going to be like oh man, this is going to be much, much higher resolution, much more this, that, and the other thing. But apparently, to me, when I was reading over the specs, it's the same resolution, different screens. That are supposed to have a faster refresh rate. So now you could do 60, 90, and 144 hertz.
Which is dope.
Okay, so not as jumpy. That's
correct, which
nice.
is good. I think that 90 should be the minimum for virtual reality.
Yeah.
Just because you got half of that. That's 45. That's still well within the range of that's good.
It has to be smooth enough that I'm not going to feel sick when I put this thing on, though.
Sure.
And I feel sick constantly, so hopefully with that it would be actually viable for me.
Yeah.
And supposedly more comfortable. The headset's different. They're not ear cans anymore. Headphone cans, but they're over the ear that allow they're weird. They're stereo sounds, basically, is what they're saying.
Oh,
okay.
But this seems like this seems like the final. To put it in phone terms, this seems like the iPhone 5S or your 6S, your final revision before your big jump. Like the iPhone 7 was the big jump. So
next one
speaking.
after that was probably the 10.
Yes,
I get what
exactly.
you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like this is okay, this is going to be the model. We're going to put it out there for a couple of years. This is our comfort one. This is going to solve a lot of kinks, but this isn't going to be the Omega powerful one that you're going to want, that you might have hoped for.
Yeah.
I think this will be good, and if this is solid, reliable tech, that they can eventually reduce the price to maybe 500 total, 600 total in a couple of years.
Probably 700, 800.
I would probably put it at where the
Yeah,
HTC Pro is. The HTC Pro, I believe, is at $799. I think that's about where it would fall to.
Yeah, which is cool. I'd like that. Next year, getting married after that, sure. Thanks in advance, Pablo.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You know, I got your
I'll
back.
take the Index VR headset instead of the HTC Vive Pro. I'm curious. I really like the idea of virtual reality. I don't know your folks' opinions on it, but it's always super intriguing, and the cool shit you could do with it just blows me away.
I'm actually super excited for VR. It's something I've been following super closely.
That's right. I forgot you're a huge Ready Player One fan.
Of course. I watched the movie and read the book. Please don't ask me any questions about either.
Oh no.
I will not be answering questions on Ready Player One right now.
Shit. Damn it. Okay.
But
who's your favorite Overwatch character?
Scout from TF2.
Fuck. All right. I have no more questions. Thank you.
But yeah, no, I'm super excited for the technology, and I'm really hoping that this Index is gonna be kind of the thing, the PS2 of VR. It seems like
nice. A PS1 revision. It seems like the PS1 that they put out when the PS2 came out.
Oh.
Where they put instead of PlayStation, it was PSONE.
That is true. There was a massive jump between the PS1 and the PS2. So
yeah,
true. Regardless, I just hope it's gonna be a good, solid console. We'll be able to use it for years without having to worry too much.
Yeah, I also want some sweet fucking VR chat memes.
Yeah,
let me in.
Come on, let me in.
Let me in.
But no, I'm super excited, and as someone that has suffered a lot from motion sickness in my lifetime, I'm super duper hyped and hoping that this will actually leave VR to be viable for me, because it's on the Vive. I played on my brother's Vive once. Not viable for me. I don't
think you should.
I get vomity almost immediately.
Yeah, that's
so.
Yikes.
Hard time to be a Pablo right now. But I'm hoping this one has a wider field of view, has a what's it called? Like y'all said, better refresh rate, and I'm hoping it'll be like at least stomachable for a few more minutes.
Oh, that's what they're going for. Bare minimum stomachable.
Yeah.
Have you tried it at all, Mike?
I actually did the Star Wars VR thing that they have at Downtown Disney.
Oh, I haven't tried that or anything. Is that like
basically
does it use the Vive or
it uses an HTC Vive, and you throw on the backpack. They give you the controls, and basically you walk through a virtual environment. You get to hold guns. Get to shoot a bunch of crap.
At Disneyland? Holy shit. No.
Some of it's still pretty disorienting.
yeah,
like they have you walk through doorways and you kind of feel like you're going to fall every time you do. But
oh, really? Okay. So it's still got that. Okay.
yeah, so it's got a ways to go, but I'm excited for it because I feel like VR is the natural progression for where gaming is going to go in general.
I mean, I'm
kind
of, I don't know about that because people said that about motion controls too, and
yeah, fuck motion controls.
Yeah.
See, there's
fuck that. But
there's a big jump between just motion controls and an actual VR though.
Yeah, but I think
just,
gaming's always gonna be sitting on your ass, like half asleep playing shit. But I am excited for like the technology for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a lot of application in the real world too.
Yeah,
So.
and also VR Animal Crossing. Fucking get on it,
Oh,
Nintendo!
shit. I didn't know I wanted this. Yikes!
I want to feel the crushing debt.
I already feel that. It's
Just
called
look at my
student
bank
loans, man.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
Oh boy. And still no word on Animal Crossing coming out.
No.
Which whatever. Still bummed about
That's all I care about right now is Animal Crossing.
I know, honestly. What also isn't coming out is Blizzard 2 Gamescom.
Nope.
They've been there for years, and they've announced some of their. I don't know if it was BlizzCon or Gamescom, but they had their their Overwatch shorts where they announced. I know they first announced like their first additional map.
Yeah.
At Gamescom.
That was at Gamescom.
Yeah, and they're not going there, which kind of makes sense. They did just lay off a couple hundred people, or at least 800 people, I guess I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't imagine morale is pretty high.
Nope.
And
They probably don't want to get memed on again because BlizzCon was a fucking disaster piece for them.
It was.
Yeah. Is this a late April Fool's joke?
Yeah.
Which, like, whew, the cojones on that guy.
Honestly.
Yikes.
You guys don't have
But you all got
phones?
phones, right?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, like,
Yeah, I think...
I get it. They were on their back foot there. Like, fuck you. But, like, nobody wanted that. Nobody asked for that.
I mean, I honestly would have rather they said, oh, we don't really got anything in the works.
Yeah, like they said, this is next big thing. Like, hey, you know what? We got Diablo Mobile. This is gonna be cool. Not like a tent, like a flag pole. Like this is a corner that we're.
Yeah.
Check this out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in like 2007, I'd be like, oh shit.
Wow. I can pull it up on
Diablo
my flip
on my phone. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I totally.
My Verizon Voyager.
From what I
It
read,
looked great next to Snake.
yeah, from what I read, they don't really have a lot that's coming into development for this year.
And nothing
they
announced is like coming out this year, so that makes sense.
Yeah, from what they said, it sounds like they kind of just want to focus on what they've got going right now, so they don't really want to have a booth out there.
Yeah.
Because
and Overwatch is 3 years old. It is like May 26th or something. That was when it came out.
It's a toddler.
Yeah, it can walk.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But not like, well, you still kind of gotta watch it.
No, of course. That's why it's called Overwatch.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that the whole Diablo thing was kind of a disaster for them.
Yeah.
But we'll see where it goes, and this will give us some time. I'm curious what BlizzCon will look like. If it's going to be like a March announce for, all right, you fuckers, here's Diablo 4.
Wow. On Switch.
For mobile.
Coming exclusively to the Android operating system. You all have phones, right, fuckers? Is what the tagline is.
This time, there's hell to pay.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the hell that was the Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer.
Hell or heaven, buddy. I got hyped.
You know,
Oh
at
my
this
God.
point, flip that coin.
Oh, Sega.
Oh,
What are they doing?
man.
It's to anyone that hasn't seen it, it starts with the titular character, Sonic, the Blue Blur, the Hedgehog, Chili Dog Fanatic, That's No Good Meme Man.
Among other things.
Plenty of other things. Zooming, as everyone predicted, zooming past some cop's radar going at extreme speed. I think it was 760.
Something like that.
Which, honestly, it should have been like the year that the Genesis came out, which would have been way better.
Yeah.
But whatever. It was sad when any of this shit, anything that he was on. And then basically him saying, "Gotta go fast," and Ben Schwartz from Parks and Rec fame. Mona Lisa is the worst. But
Dr. Eggman
yeah,
is the
basically,
worst.
it's just Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik. I'm gonna go through it real quick. Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik, skinny, not really looking like Dr. Robotnik, but has the mannerisms of it.
Yes.
And then Sonic gets caught by Cop Man, gets darted, then has to save the world.
You need to back it up there. Sonic gets hit with a tranq dart.
Yeah, he gets hit with a tranquilizer dart by the Cop Man because he's like, "Whoa!" He says meow or something like that.
Okay,
and
of course.
Oh yeah, he did say meow.
Exactly like in
Yeah.
my fan fictions.
Just like,
So
yeah, you might want to
Yeah.
you might want to see when you publish that. There's some licensing
Yeah.
issues. You might get some money on that. And then something exposition happens. Something Robotnik being a dick, and then a bunch of robots shooting at Sonic, and he stops time and does
He does the Quicksilver.
the Quicksilver thing from the X-Men's and the Marvels. And
Yeah. No. Not from the Marvels. This is Sony.
Sorry, from the no. Well, that's Fox anyway. So he does the not Quicksilver thing.
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
it
not
was
X-Men
Fox.
and the
That's
not
true.
Marvels.
Damn it.
He does Spider-Man's The Flash from
Oh my god.
from Image Comics.
There's too many of them.
And then the end bit looks like a much older with a crazy Jim Carrey looking like very similar to Dr. Robotnik.
Yes, with the blown up stash and everything.
yeah,
Yes, and the goggles and all that.
which was nice.
So I'm gonna give you 3 sentences or 10 seconds to give me your thoughts on it. Mike, go.
This is gonna be a train wreck. Mannish Sonic with his little wee little arms and stuff, and his dad body is it's wrong.
And Pablo?
I absolutely love everything about it. I cannot wait. I am literally on the edge of my seat waiting for more news on this.
All right.
my God.
Yeah. That's better than I think. Dude, I don't know. This movie kind of looks like it's going to be boring, and that seems like the worst of both worlds. Like, all right, now we're going to actually discuss it. Now that our opinions are out there. But, like,
The thing I don't understand about this movie is that it seems like it's marketed at little kids, but this generation's little kids have absolutely no attachment to the character of Sonic.
Of course not.
Sonic Forces was huge. Thank you.
Sonic Forces
Revitalized
came
the
out
character.
15 years ago.
No, Sonic Forces came out like 15 months ago, dog.
I know.
It feels like it. Cause yeah.
Because no one played
No,
it.
it just... And it took 2 hours to beat that damn thing.
It was very popular among fan.
Yeah.
That one Sonic fan that's just sitting there waiting for the new games to come out. That's the guy that.
Oh
it hit.
shit!
Any minute now.
This movie like sparked the exact opposite of Detective Pikachu in me. Like Detective Pikachu, it started off with the little da 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 da, and like very not it's on a little on nose, but a little subtle. Like oh shit, that is the music, and it led up to the establishing the world, and then to fucking introduce like oh shit, this is real ass Pokemons, and they're scary but kind of cool, and like. And then it goes with the music and the character, and you see a ton of stuff that you know from here. Like, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm actually excited about this, and this looks cool. And yes, this is a kid's movie, but, like, this looks... I'm excited. I didn't know I was excited for this movie. I thought it was going to be a joke. And then Sonic comes along, he's like, yeah, let's go for the opposite of that.
Here's the punchline.
Here's some rings. Blap. Screen Hill Zone on the poster board. Gotta go fast. 2 seconds in the trailer. Robotnik, not the Robotnik you know, fuck you. Also, I'm super tall and I'm a man in a very, very tight fur suit.
So at least they made a relatable protagonist.
Oh my god! Exactly.
Yeah, and Mike you showed me a fucking picture of they shrunk him slightly and made his arms thinner and his legs thinner.
And his head bigger.
And
made his head
fixed
bigger.
It.
And it fixed it completely. And it was ridiculous how much it fixed it.
I could not believe it. Like, make that the picture for this episode. But fucking, I cannot believe. I'm like, oh shit, that's all they need to do? That's it?
It looked like it took the dude like maybe 20 minutes of Photoshop. And it fixed the thing completely, and it was amazing.
So, Pablo's excited for this because he loves train wrecks.
Oh, of course.
I don't even know. I think this movie's going to be boring, and that sucks. Give me a shitty Room type movie or like an actually good movie. Like
oh my god! 2. Oh my god! Though, could you imagine if Johnny Wiseau was in this?
Oh god, brother! I can only get so erect right now, and we already mentioned
You're
Skintight
tearing me
Fur Suit.
apart, Dr. Robotnik. So no, he actually goes, Dr. Eggman. What's my line? Who is he in this one?
There has to be at least 5 scenes of them throwing a football.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, I don't. Coming soon this November. I guess that's what I could say about that.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
oh my god.
Very excited.
Honestly, this just feels like Nintendo versus Sega all over again.
It is, but like somehow Nintendo like grew up and like this is pretty much like Jumanji style, where Nintendo like grew up and lived their lives in the jungle and has all this knowledge, and Sega's like, I'm still a kid, fuck you.
Chili dogs.
Check out my red sneakers.
That's exactly what this feels like, though. Sonic and his damn hype beast sneakers that he's got on there.
Fucking those things are long, like 2 feet long.
Also, I would like to just throw out there into the void. Gangster's Paradise was playing in the background of the Sonic trailer.
Yes, it was.
Which is the most appropriate song for a Sonic movie.
Most classic of all Sonic. You know it, I know it. Green Hill Zone with Gangster's Paradise just playing in the background. Oh, fuck.
I was trying to place that song the entire time I was listening, like, what is this song? Sounds super wrong.
Don't worry, they say the lyrics. Living in a gangster's paradise. Gotta go fast. Bling.
It's obviously everything that I've ever wanted in a Sonic movie,
Yeah.
I guess.
So what's the plot for this movie? What happens?
Okay, so Sonic, he's going fast, little too fast.
Okay.
Breaks a couple speed limit laws. Dr. Robotnik is assigned to catch him because can't have that on the roads. It's an accident waiting to happen. So he designs the ultimate trap.
Pretty much man versus beast.
Yes, of course. The philosophical nature of this cannot be overstated.
So it's a Roadrunner movie.
You're forgetting the part where Robotnik picks up his little electric-y quill thingy, and that's when he becomes obsessed with kidnapping small animals that Sonic has to save at the end of all the stages.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
That's where it starts. His fur fetish starts there.
Oh shit, that's why he's trying to grow the mustache, that way he can electrocute it and be very quick.
Oh,
exactly.
Although he gets larger. Also, Mike, I think you were saying that at the ends, fucking Dr. Robotnik looked like actually like Dr. Robotnik, which was cool,
so Jim Carrey literally started off in all black, and then he was wearing red in one of the scenes, and then all of a sudden he had the cartoony exploded mustache with his sunglasses on, and I was just like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
That's the only part of the movie that looked like it maybe could work, but it looks
and
like
to that
cosplay.
I say, I can fucking cosplay as that, bro.
Exactly.
Like, fucking... Man,
I'm not going to, but
it looks like a cosplay.
Also, I heard one of the comments on whatever trailer was Jim Carrey. Good seeing back from 2003 doing the exact same role.
It is.
So I'm like, a little harsh, but I can see that.
Honestly, though, it's been a while since classic Jim Carrey has been back. He's been trying to branch out into his dramas, and it doesn't feel like he's having fun with them.
Years.
So
yeah. Good artist, though, apparently.
Yeah.
Whew. Anyway, that's Sonic the Hedgehog, coming soon this November, starring Ben Schwartz and 2 other actors that I guess would only sign on to this movie. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Hopefully it's great and amazing, just like I hope everything
and hopefully
is.
Features a 30-minute yaoi scene between Sonic and Tails featuring Knuckles.
Oh,
whoa. We're getting into my fanfic now.
You know the hook to this at the end credits is Shadow showing up, right? You know that?
Oh, yeah, and Gangsta's Paradise starts playing.
God. I've put it all together. I've finally put it all together. Robotnik's gonna make a clone out of that one quill.
Well,
and it's
that's
gonna be
obviously
Shadow.
going to be the fucking Shadow Doctor Robot Sonic.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, I cannot wait.
That's where this is coming from.
You got me so hyped with that
yeah,
one
and he's gonna succeed at the. You're absolutely right. He's gonna succeed at the end of creating life, but he's not gonna realize it and walk away as his.
And then Shadow
go
will be
do his
there.
other thing, and then all of a sudden Shadow comes up from the background and be like, "I've got guns."
And I've got a skin-tight fur suit.
Edgelord Sonic.
Yeah.
I'm Edgelord Manish looking Sonic.
What if Shadow's actually correct proportions though?
What if he's a cartoon?
Yeah,
I would wonder where this happened.
Actually, just digitally drawn. Oh fuck.
He was animated.
Yeah. So I guess the next trailer brings out Tails or Knuckles, right?
For sure.
If they bring out Ugandan Knuckles, I will forgive all of this.
Oh shit.
Just really lean into the meme.
Yeah. Fuck it. I mean, the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account is 95% memes, and the other 5% is poking fun at itself. Actually, like 98% of it is poking fun at itself. But
And I
yeah.
love it.
Oh
my
boy.
God.
Anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog speeding into theaters this Thanksgiving. Take your family, take your kid, take your
Persona.
loved one. Actually, don't take your loved one. But
No, take your
That's
worst
pretty much
enemy to this.
yeah.
Hey,
Pablo,
Zedek.
you doing anything that weekend? Fuck you. Beat you to it. Anyway, on the closing note, I've been away on vacation for a bit, but I will be playing through more Hollow Knight, getting ready for that discussion next week. Played some co-op games this week, Yoshi's Crafted World and finished up Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Pablo, you said you wanted to give a shout out to what game was
Wonder Song. I got in the, I think, April Humble Bundle.
Mm-hmm.
it? The Humble
Humble
Bundle?
Bundle. And I just am adoring this game. It is so cute and charming and just my aesthetic all over. If you're subscribed to Humble Bundle and forgot about it, strongly recommend shifting through your
It's
key.
only like $10, isn't it? I feel like I could just pick it up for that price.
Regardless.
Is it worth the $10/$15?
Oh yeah, I would fully pay full price for this game. It is super my
All right,
aesthetic.
don't worry about this. I expect that gift in my inbox.
You
Thank
still haven't opened my anime porn game I sent you, so don't expect
Yeah,
anything else.
I'll have to check that
Yeah,
out.
I got an email about that. Like, hey, your buddy hasn't opened your gift yet. Like, oh, that's weird.
Huh, it is weird. Huh, I keep on Xing the box out. I wonder
Weird how that works.
how it works out. Yeah, funny how it worked like that. Anything you've been playing? Mike, anything?
For me, I've just been playing through Hollow Knight, and
Okay.
actually recently started replaying Overwatch just to see if anything's changed. Competitive's
And?
unplayable. Quick play, people
Okay.
don't know what the fuck they're doing. So
Okay.
same
Cool.
same old.
So, sure. Fair enough. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up this week for Zikarat Gaming. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Pablo, thank you again for filling in on here. Honestly, depending on John's schedule, we'll could use you a little bit more because he's a very busy boy. That man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he
He's a
is.
very busy boy, man.
So, thank you. Anyway, that's been Zikarat Gaming. I've been Zenon,
I'm Michael.
And I'm Pobs.
and we'll see y'all next week with some lovely Hollow Knight discussion.
Very well.
Peace out, y'all.
Later.